Here's how to fix the issue that came up in the first release of the 2012-2013 data spreadsheets, all 3 versions. The issue is related to data validation. On the student data pages, Class 1 through Class 6, the columns that are related to assessment dates, TDate 1, TDate 2, TDate 3, and TDate 4, have data validation. That is, they've been set so that users can't enter dates that are wildly out of range. Unfortunately, the range that has been set is too restricted. People need to enter dates earlier than the earliest date that's allowed. So let's take a look at that. If I try to enter data here, let's say January 1, 2012, I get an error. Okay, so we need to fix that. So in order to do that, the first thing to do is to unprotect the page, because we can't make any changes unless we unprotect the page. That would be Review, Unprotect. Another way to change it could be to move your cursor down to the tab for the page, right-click, Unprotect. And since in this demo I want to, or for me, I want to correct all of the pages, I think even if you make a quick fix for somebody, it's better in the long run to just fix everything, because someday they may want to use another tab and they'll run into the problem again. So just fix it all right away, tedious though it may be. So let's unprotect all the other pages as well. Okay, go back to page 1. Now, to change it, there can be data validation on all different kinds of cells here and different kinds of validation. I might have a limit on the maximum number of hours on this one, or I might have, this actually is a form of data validation here because it restricts the values to this list. So we have different kinds of data validation. In order to correct this, I should click on an example of the type of data validation I want to fix. So I click on a cell that's representative of the ones that I want to change. Then I go Data, Data Validation. And this will show me the validation that's been set for the cell. 6/1/2012, the start date is too restrictive. For the purpose of this demonstration, let's just change it to January 1. Now, I'm only clicked on one cell. That's not so good. I want to change every cell that has this restriction, which I can do by clicking here. And as you can see, the cells that will be changed are highlighted. I agree with that, so I say OK. Now, that's fixed, but let me test it real quick. 1/1/12. Oh yes, good. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Therefore, protect the sheet again. And then move on to the next sheet. Click on an example cell, Data, Validation, change it to 1, apply it to everything, go for it. Protect the page, and continue. So I would go ahead and do it for all 6 pages. When I'm finished, save the whole thing. It might be good to save it to another name, so save as workbook, and then save it to another name, fixed or something, and then send it back to the owner. If I run into a new issue like this, then I would also immediately go to my golden copy of the released data spreadsheet, make a copy of that and give it another version number, and then open that and make the same changes so that I have a fixed version of the spreadsheet all ready to go. And I can actually, as other issues come up, I can go to that fixed version of the spreadsheet and add fixes. Then if a new teacher comes onto the scene, you can just give them a nice clean copy of the fixed version of the spreadsheet. And if there's a need to release another spreadsheet to the whole group before the end of the year, maybe there's a serious problem or there are a lot of problems, then you pretty much have the spreadsheet ready to go. You just put in the last fix, the one that causes you to need to deliver the spreadsheet, maybe test it a little bit, and then send it on its way. So that's how to do it. I hope that helps.